Hey, I talk to a lot of men and women, and it's amazing how high the percentage of people who come to me for coaching describe themselves as the most picked on kid in junior high. Well, could all of those people have been that bullied? Here's my take on it. It's coming right up. Hey, this is Scott McKay from X and Y Communications, where high-quality men come to deserve the most amazing women in the world. And right here, right now, I've got a confession to make to you. I'm going to be a little bit vulnerable. Here it is. I was absolutely positively the most picked on kid in my entire 7th grade class. I mean, there's no doubt about it. First of all, I was on academic scholarship to one of the swankiest private schools in the whole city of Baltimore where I grew up. So all the kids were a lot richer than I was. I mean, I was like the poor kid on campus. Plus, man, there were kids there on athletic scholarship. And man, those kids were badasses. I mean, they could play all the sports and the girls loved them. They were way cooler than me. I was just some dorky brainiac kid there on academic scholarship. So, sure enough, what did this school do? They had mandatory athletics after school. Oh, what a humiliation. When soccer came around, sure enough, I was like Charlie Brown, and I would whiff the ball and fall on my ass, and everybody would go, wah, ha, 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 especially those athletic rich kids. It was humiliating. And it didn't stop there. Back in the classroom, I kind of lacked social skills, so whenever the teacher would ask me a question, I would blurt out these stupid answers. And even the girls would kind of roll their eyes and go, oh, Scott, whatever. It was the worst. It made me feel this big. And you know what? Let's talk about those girls for a second. Oh boy. As soon as I got to that school, some of the girls kind of came up to me and introduced themselves. But I knew they were only casing me to make fun of me. And sure enough, sooner than later, some of them did start making fun of me, and others just ignored me completely. Like I said, I was by far the most picked on kid in my entire 7th grade class. But I was so thankful when those little rays of light broke through. I mean, there was the one time where I got promoted to like the gifted and talented section in my 7th grade class, and even some of the kids who made fun of me kind of came up and patted me on the shoulder and said, way to go, Scott, man. You're really smart. And that felt really good. And there was that other time when we had auditions for the class play, and what do you know? I got the lead role. I had more lines than everybody. And at the end of the performance, all my classmates and everybody else, teachers, parents, all stood up and gave me a standing ovation. Wow, that was amazing. I gotta tell you, if you're the most picked on kid in the class, how is it you can also get a standing ovation? How is it you can also get pats on the shoulder and congratulated for stuff? Now that I'm thinking about it, there were more rays of light than I really ever remembered before. I could go on and on. But isn't it amazing also how I sort of gravitate to those humiliating memories? Because those are the memories that hurt the most and that I felt most deeply at the time they happened. Maybe, though, a lot of other kids in my class were feeling things deeply also. And maybe as a 7th grader, you don't have everything figured out. And I just didn't see or recognize a lot of those other embarrassing moments that happened to a lot of other kids. Maybe I wasn't the most picked on kid in my entire 7th grade class. And you know what? Maybe you weren't either. Give it a good thought. Until I talk to you again real soon, this is Scott McKay from X and Y Communications. Join me at www.deservewhatyouwant.com, where you can get in on my newsletter and get free actionable advice that will make you a better man and get you better women. Until I talk to you again real soon, be good out there.